what, motherfuckers? Here comes the cat, and we're live. Come on, listen to Jess. She got her show at the best. Come on, listen to Jess, because the show is the best. Boom.
It's Jess the Ska Kid, and the night of the round table.
Kiff points. I'll be soon pointing at the cat, as I mentioned just a bit ago. There he is.
So on Thursday night, we have Tim, who is the co-founder, originator,
that guy,
of Supernova International Ska Festival, which was supposed to be next weekend. However, thank you, COVID, for putting the whole world, on pause. That festival has been postponed. However, if you've been paying attention, and we've tried to share video as they've come out, Supernova has done a Saturday event every Saturday so far for the last couple of months, kind of going through different artists and such things. Cooley Ranks, the MC for Supernova Ska Fest, has been doing the interviews with some legendary names and some really awesome bands, and so you can go back and check all of those out. We're going to talk to Tim about not only Supernova and what it takes to actually run, set up, and revive a festival of that magnitude, but also coming up this weekend, they are having an online Supernova Fest with tons of bands that will run through the weekend in order to support a music school in Jamaica. So we're going to talk about that with him. I'm sorry if I'm a little foggy-headed. I feel like there has been a fog that has been dumped. Our friend Jonathan from Oveja Negra was injured in a motorcycle accident. He is alive, however, will be having some extensive recovery. We're thankful he's alive. So all the well wishes out to him, and he had his first surgery today, so yay, one of many, but progress is slow. At least he's alive. On the flip side of that, Mike Anthem from Your Anthem has passed away. So my brothers and sisters in ska, condolences to his family and to many of those who knew him. I feel like there's just so much going on. I've decided that if any of y'all motherfuckers say dumb shit online, if you post any racist bullshit, if you joke about being really anything that is negative towards the human race, I'm just getting rid of you. I'm done fighting online. There's no point to fight. Conjecture has no place for a media platform.
Nazis not allowed.
Yeah, Nazis not allowed? Yeah, sure, but it goes far beyond that. It's womanizers, and it's homophobics, and it's anti-trans, and it's everything. And you can say, well, you're just being the same. Nope, here's the difference. I love y'all motherfuckers, and I will teach you one-on-one, but I don't need to have you in my same space, okay? It's a boundary thing for me, and it got real close to home just a few hours ago at work. So I'm done. I am playing. I will probably remove myself from the entire fucking Kenosha scene. You guys need to do better. I won't support certain venues. I won't go to shows or book for those places. I'm not going to do that shit, because if I want to be the change I want to see, I have to actually exemplify that as well. And it starts by helping break down the paradigms that are the issue. Stop saying, I'm not racist, but don't try to go, oh, it's a joke. We don't need to have that humor. Don't get pissed and say it's my First Amendment right. Sure. Do you know what, though, is also a right? Consequences and reactions for the stupid shit you say. So, if we can learn how to hate so easily, we should also be able to learn how to love each other. So, smash the state, abolish all existing paradigms. It's time to rebuild, my friends. On that note, Thursday, we will be playing Tim's Picks. As Tim is the one that puts this festival together, I had asked him for his input as to who do you think the best up-and-coming ska artists and musicians are that were going to be on the lineup that you'd like to see featured on the show. And so he gave us a list of the Loving Paupers, Bite Me Bambi, Catbite, Junior Thomas and the Volcanoes, and Emily Capel. There you go. I read good sometimes. And so tonight we're just going to play one song from Catbite, since we always are accompanied by our feline friend over here. This song is called Amphetamine Delight. This is Jess the Ska Kid. Do better, world. Thanks. Hi, Justin. That was Catbite with Amphetamine Delight here on Just the Ska Kid. On Thursday night, we will have Tim, the founder and organizer of Supernova International Ska Festival, on the show with us. And we'll do the interview, and then we'll play his list of up-and-comings that will be featured next year, same weekend at the festival. The really cool thing is, and this kind of speaks volumes as to the type of event organizer he is, so folks that purchased tickets will get a free night of ska music and like a special COVID party on that Friday. So there's going to be a free show for those of you who purchased tickets. We purchased tickets!
We did.
Free show!
Next
Abolish
year.
race! Love everybody! There you go. That's right. Get rid of all of the paradigms. You can have identity without having to sacrifice self-worth at the hands of people who want to oppress you. So, also, Kip's going to read on this day. But I learned something on this day. Did you know that on this day, Richard Pryor burned himself by freebasing cocaine? Amphetamine Delight!
Oh, I didn't know, yes.
High five. All the high fives. Anyways, Go ahead. You can read now. Oh, just want to be happy again. Like, I don't want to fight with you guys. I just want to hug you. Like, when you have to ask the question, why do we want to tear down statues of horrible people?
But why?
I'll tell you why. If you were sexually and physically abused by somebody, would you make a statue in homage because it's history? If they did something significant and place it, like, around your home? Yeah, they were a horrible shit person, but they did great things that were lies. No! That doesn't even fucking make sense. Sorry.
This person was a piece of shit, but I really like this photo of him.
Just noodle it. Just think about how your logic doesn't make sense. We're not saying erase history. We're just saying move past it. Evolve. Don't keep honoring the same dumb. Hi, Rhiannon. Also, good news for her. Congratulations. So, proud of you. Look, the cat even's ears poked up. Go ahead. On this day.
Anywho,
Woo.
I'm sure there'll be some bangers in this one, because...
But what about the mash?
What about the mash? Anywho.
Breakfast joke.
Sausage. Anyways, June 9th, which is today. Happy birthday to Cole Porter, 1891. Les Paul, 1915. Johnny Ace, 1929. Jackie Wilson, 1934. Billy Hatton, The Foremost, 1941. John Lord, Deep Purple, 1941. Stuart Edwards, Edison Lighthouse, 1946. George Bunnell, Strawberry Alarm Clock, because you got some incense and peppermints. 1949. Francis Monkman, Curved Air, 1949. Trevor Boulder, Uriah Heep, 1950. Terry Utley, Smokey, 1951. Errol Kennedy, Imagination, 1953. Peter Byron, yes. Climby Fisher, 1951. Eddie London, China Crisis, 1962. What? Johnny Depp, 1963. Yeah, he plays music. Lord Zion, Spit Like This. Dean Felber, Hootie and the Blowfish, 1967. Ed Simmons, The Chemical Brothers, 1970. Wesley Reed, oh gosh, Puddle of Mud, 1972.
Yikes.
Matthew Bellamy, Muse, 1978. James Walsh, Star Sailor, 1980. Frankie, 1983. Chart news. 1962, Larry Finnegan at number 1 in Australia with Dear One. 1975, Windsor Davies and Don Steele at number 1 on the UK singles chart with Whispering Grass. 1979, the Bee Gees at number 1 on the US singles chart with Love You Inside Out. Like, lay down or get the hell out of here. Ah, son of a bitch, man. Gosh. 1980, Rocky Burnett at number 1 in Australia with Tired of Towing the Line. 1984, Cyndi Lauper at number 1 on the US singles chart with Time After Time.
If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting.
Time after time. 1990, New Order at number 1 on the UK singles chart with World in Motion. 1990, again, Heart at number 1 in Australia with All I Wanna Do Is Make Love to You. Oh, 1990, MC Hammer at number 1 on the US album chart with Please Hammer, Don't Hurt Him. Lots of 90s. 1990, Wilson Phillips at number 1 on the US chart with Hold On. I kind of remember that one. 2012, Rudimental featuring John Newman at number 1 on the UK chart with Feel the Love. Oh boy. Here we go. Here's where the bangers are. It's my opinion, really.
And she went to bed on her own show.
She's not talking about Angel Hair Pasta this week, though.
Whatever. Still like food.
I know. I mentioned it. You're going to say it again. 1963, the Beatles and Roy Orbison performed at King George's Hall, Blackburn, Lancashire. 1967, Pink Floyd, another Who Gives a Fuck, played 2 gigs in one day. The first at the College of Commerce in Hull, and then the UFO at the Blarney Club, Totem Court Road, London, England. 1972, Elvis Presley, another Who Gives a Fucking Rat's Ass, performed 4 sold-out shows at New York's Madison Square Garden. 2007, George Michael was the first artist to play at the new Wembley Stadium in London. In 2015, James Last died. And that was the last thing on the list.
Did Fats, what's his name? It was in the 1900s. Why can't I think of his... Oh!
Fats?
Yeah, hold on.
Fats Domino?
Yeah, I think so. I think he did... No, Jelly Roll Morton. Was that on there?
No.
Okay. He did something. I think he wrote the song Jelly Roll today. Hold on. Jelly Roll. I saw it. On this day.
Or is anyone out there fan of Jelly Rolls? It's also a Little Debbie. They make specific baking pans to make said jelly rolls.
I apologize. Never
I'm
mind.
trying to make filler.
Like a jelly
roll. Oh.
What's happening Thursday?
Thursday. Tim. I can't remember his last name. Starts with an R. Will be on the telephony.
Jelly Roll Blues.
There it is.
Was recorded today by Jelly Roll Morton. Okay, I had to figure that out. Thank you. My brain isn't working very well anymore, and I apologize to Animal Factory for not sending you that link. I will do so when this show is done. Before we make peanut butter cups at home, which are really probably either going to be hearts or star shapes, not cups. And they're amazing. I like food. I like people. I love music. How about we just start spreading happy on the feed? Like, can you all just like, okay, you see horrible? Something happy. Like, don't come at life with tons of problems if you don't have a solution. How about we do that, okay? So, hug people safely like this. I guess we'll do an elbow bump, COVID love. Which now a Norwegian scientist says was lab made, and the WHO says, guess what? Doesn't really spread as asymptomatically as we thought.
Organization, not the WHO.
Yeah, smash the state. Get rid of all of the established paradigms. Time to rebuild, rethink, reimagine. Fuck the police and love one another, okay? So, until Thursday when we interview Tim and play more ska music, have a wonderful day and a half. We'll see you Thursday, okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Come on.